Alright, welcome back everyone. Now, as you've probably noticed, we are not in the Southern Wind Walls where we left off. That's because we have a couple of side quests to do. So before we move on, I kind of want to get those out of the way just to get some XP, get us a little bit closer to that level 14. So, why Greyville in particular? There's two things we need to do here. One will be the Shintagua thing with, talking to the... Well, I say talking to the ghost, more like fighting the ghost here. That's number one. Number two is we need to start another quest here that we'll complete before we move on to the next map. So we have echoes, and I guess I should, let's start making workers. Level 5, not the strongest ones. There is a reason though. Without these workers, I don't think we can beat the ghost. And the problem with this quest is that Sandor, the guy who gave us the quest in the first place, can die. And we don't want that. That would be, that wouldn't be nice. That wouldn't be optimal. So we have to be careful. Now, with that said, it'll take a little bit of time to make this. I'm just thinking marksman should be fine. Marksman, potentially a couple of recruits, but we're gonna need resources all the same. So while that's going on, I want us to go over here. There is a quest that's, I guess, kind of easy to miss. I don't think most people will miss that quest, but if you're playing for the first time, it's never mentioned anywhere, so you kind of have to go out of your way to explore, to know that you can talk to them. And on that note, thank you for the... helpful comment a couple of videos ago. Someone actually told me because, admittedly, I had completely forgotten. And there we go. Sandor's getting closer. Now, I had completely forgotten about that quest, so, yeah. Good to be reminded in that sense. And let's see. It'll take a while to build this up. I'm gonna try and do it as quickly as I can. I don't want to spend too much time here, but, sometimes... you just can't do it any other way. Also gonna build a couple of towers down there. Honestly, towers might be more useful than... I think that's what I'm gonna do. Instead of making marksmen... yeah, this guy here, the sick hermit. But yeah, instead of making marksmen, I think the thing to do would be to just make towers. They do cost a lot of stone, but with a quarry, that should be relatively quick. We'll see. Let's talk to the hermit now. They can collect some resources in the meantime.
Ein Wanderer in dieser Wildnis?
Ihr seht schwach aus.
Schwach, ja. Schwäche wohnt in meinen Gliedern seit jenem Tag, als diese Krankheit mich niederschlug. Möge euch niemals etwas Ähnliches widerfahren. Nichts kann meine Qualen lindern.
Ihr meint, euer Leiden ist unheilbar?
Nun, der Zierfahrtrank. Er kann diese Krankheit heilen. Doch er ist selten und kostbar. Shanmuir, die Heilerin von Lianon. Sie könnte ihn brauen, aber sie... Ach, vielleicht könnt ihr mir helfen. Bittet Shanmuir um einen Zierfahrtrank. Euch wird sie anhören.
Ich werde sehen, was ich tun kann.
Yeah, so the thing with this quest is, he's got a bit more going on than he's telling us right now. What exactly? We will figure out, but suffice to say, he's not all sunshine and rainbows, as he likes to pretend to be here. Now, before we do that, let's go here. We will ask Shanmuir, but there's a couple of ways you can resolve this quest. We're gonna take the longest way, because, well, it's the best way in my opinion, right? So, that's what we're gonna do. Now, for units, we are not going to be... yeah, we aren't gonna be thinking too much about this. Just go in. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna make recruits. And the four of you are gonna make towers. Right here, for no reason whatsoever. We're just gonna secure this inconspicuously looking cave. Might as well do that, right? So let's see. It's gonna take a while till they start gathering, though. Luckily, I don't need too much. I'm only gonna make 10 recruits. It's not the world, but I think for one enemy, it's going to be fine. And more so, it's about when the ghost comes out, him not one-shotting Sandor. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. Because if he does that, I mean, you can still complete the quest just fine, but then, you know, Sandor's dead, and he's kind of the one we're doing this for, so I wouldn't want that to be the case. But we're gonna need a lot more towers than one. I think maybe like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should do the trick. Alright, anything else? We might go to a merchant and simply sell a couple of things. That might be a good idea. I believe I was told with this quest in particular that the ghost is going to drop a very, very valuable gem. I would be lying if I said I can recall exactly what kind of gem he drops and how much you can get for it, but I'll trust the comments and hope that it's a nice gem that we get. Big, the best gem you've ever seen. We'll make the gems great again. Now with my poor Trump impression out of the way, let's see. We're gonna need a couple more. Alright, let's see. Anything... Oh, we have to go... So for this quest, the Sick Hermit, we're gonna have to go to Eloni anyway. These mains I could give to that one elf whose name I forgot, the one that collects them. We don't need them for anything else, so might as well do that. And then we're gonna sell some things there too. I love how quick they are, kind of, with this. Are they? Do rune... this... I'm not entirely sure, but do your workers work quicker the higher level your rune is? For some reason, I feel like I may have heard that somewhere. And then again, not entirely sure. Might be just imagining it. Alright, we can make one here. Honestly, if Sandor... Well, if I do that, Sandor's gonna die. I was thinking maybe I could just kind of make towers, talk to this, and run away, and see how well he does against the towers. An interesting thought experiment in and of itself, because, well, he's a ghost, how can he hit towers? But that's one thing about ghosts in SpellForce. They are ghosts, they're spirits, right? But they are able to interact with physical things. That's kind of like a very consistent thing that ghosts have in this universe. Not always a given, but in this one, they can. So, let's make some more. Let's make one here. Again, I think 5 should be more than enough. I'm gonna quick save just because I don't want to lose Sandor. And then we're gonna go to Leonon. We're gonna do the Hermit quest. And then we can actually do the map we set out to do. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think the next map, it can be tricky, it can be challenging. Though, I think there are worse maps. I was asked in one of the comments recently if, when we go on that map, we're gonna have the choice of playing elves or playing dwarves. Now, you can obviously play both, and at some point I want to play both. But it might be a challenge to start with dwarves, because, well, as you can see, we are quite limited. So I don't know, is it even... It should be possible. I'm just not sure how, you know, well that's gonna go. But okay, we'll think about that once we get there. I'm a bit more inclined to do elves, to be honest with you. Mainly because of the benefits of getting more resources. Because the dwarven units, even if you have only these 2 dwarven units here, they're not bad. Mind you, they do pack a punch. But we only have 3 buildings, and yeah, not many ways to increase our food stores. Well, any ways to increase our food stores. So that kind of makes it a bit more difficult. But okay, you guys all bunch up here. I just realized I'm making this seem maybe a little bit worse than it actually is. We'll see. I mean, he's strong. He's not, you know, a world-ending threat or anything, but let's quick save, just to be on the safe side, and talk to the cave. An old weather-beaten cave, which seemingly used to be a tomb. A distant whispering can be heard. Perhaps it's the wind. Skyrim reference before Skyrim. Let's call for him. When you speak the name, now we're gonna run back a little bit. There we go. Wait, I can dispel magic, right? Let's try that. It did not work. Where's Sandor? Okay, he lives, and he's full HP. Love to see that. You see, he does so much damage even to me. I feel like if he hits Sandor a couple of times, it's just lights out. There we go. That's taken care of. Now let's go to... Oh, Sapphire. You know, the thing is, I could sell a Sapphire. I could. But we're gonna need a Sapphire for a quest much, much later in the game. Oh, talk to Goron. Okay, let's go to Goron first. Not sure why Sandor's still, you know... I mean, you can follow us. It's just that, you know, we're gonna blink to Greyfell using a bind stone, and you can't do that, if I recall, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he can. Is Sandor secretly a room warrior? That would be a nice theory video. Very short one, but interesting nonetheless. So, let's go to Greyfell. Why am I... Yes, okay, there we go. Do that first, and then we're gonna move on. I think he's gonna give us a quest to go to Darius anyway. Because we're gonna get this book to him, and he won't be able to read it. He'll comment on it with something like, yeah, looks interesting, but I can't really read that. It's a language very old, but Darius and Leonon, he might, you know, have a better understanding of what exactly that's supposed to be, so... He's gonna send us there anyway. Alright, let's see.
Was gibt es diesmal?
Ich habe hier ein Buch von Shin Targuar.
Lasst es mich sehen. Verschlüsselt. Ich kann zwar die Silben erkennen, aber keine Worte. Da müsst ihr wohl jemand anderes aufsuchen. Geht zu Darius Servi. Er lebt in Lianon. Er kennt die Verschlüsselungen der alten Gilden besser als ich. Redet mit ihm über das Buch.
Sure thing, sure thing. It's not even a detour. Now, Sandor... I don't think we have to... Yeah, echoes. Yeah, there's nothing to really talk about with Sandor. I don't think we are ever going to talk to him again. Well, maybe, at some point. Years after the events of this game, we return to Greyfell where Sandor is waiting for us with a beer in hand and be like, hey, remember when you helped me solve that quest all those years ago? That's for you. And then we just chill for a while. Well, okay, let's go to Leonon. At least we have it out of the way, you know? So, a couple of things. Shanmuir. Ah, that's the music. That's the music. See, that's what I mean when you enter a map. It's like, ta-dum, ta-dum, kind of thing. Very loud. But okay, first you. Sell. No idea where this... Oh, 120 gold. Yeah, it does sell for a pretty penny, I have to admit. But alright, let's do her first.
Ah, ihr seid zurück?
Könnt ihr mir einen Zierfahrtrank brauen?
Den Zierfahrtrank? Wer schickt euch? Ist es dieser Einsiedler?
Ja, ihr wisst von ihm?
Und ob. Er ist ein Mörder, ein vom Wahn getriebener Schlächter. Nur seiner Krankheit und Schwäche wegen ist er auf freiem Fuß und nicht im Kerker. Sein Leiden gewann ihm das Mitleid der Richter. Der Zierfahrtrank könnte ihm helfen, doch wenn er erst wieder bei Kräften ist, wird er von Neuem zu morden beginnen.
Habt ihr kein Mitleid mit ihm?
Einen schmerzlindernden Trank kann ich euch geben. Er wird seine Qualen mindern, wenn auch nicht heilen. Aber den Zierfahrtrank niemals.
Now, what's... I think I should give... if I select the second choice, she's gonna give us someone else I can go to. Let's do the pain easing.
Dann gebt mir diesen schmerzlindernden Trank.
Hier habt ihr ihn. Bringt ihn diesem Einsiedler.
Right, because if I do it this way, I think he's gonna unlock a second part of the quest. I believe. I do trust Shanmuir more than him, right? Obviously so.
Seid gegrüßt, junger Krieger.
Alright, there we go.
Oran sagte mir, ihr könnt das hier entziffern.
Ein finsteres Schriftstück. Sehr finster. Allmächtiges Licht. Das ist das Buch des Kindschlechters. Hier, nehmt dies zum Tausch. Das Buch werde ich behalten. Dieses Wissen ist nicht für euch bestimmt.
So, yeah. Doesn't seem like something he's willing to talk about. Well, it seems to be a big topic, like a very, for some people, a legend from back in the day. For many people, quite a scary thing to even think about, right? I got Silver Snake. What's Silver Snake? You know, one issue of... Oh, there we go. Level 15 Mind Magic. One issue of playing this game in English, well, with the text being in English, is that I just don't know the names of the items. Like, I'll get an item, and then I just, you know, have to think like 5 times about what that item could be, even though it's, you know, fairly self-explanatory in some ways. Luckily, all the important items have unique names, so I can decipher those using my expertise by just reading English. But no, most of them are genuinely difficult for me. Alright, let's see. Also, isn't this nice? I like the view. But okay, while we are doing this, we might as well check if there are any potential upgrades we can have for our character. We have a lot of sweet trousers. This would be very nice, but this is gonna take a little while. 2 more levels into armor. And I think 1 more level until we can use these, yes. You know, I don't... I'm not the biggest fan of these Dragon Tooth daggers being any melee ability. I feel like there are too many things that could potentially specialize, but then being, you know, just any melee ability. Because I would like to have more specialized weapon for piercing weapons. Like this poison dagger here. See, that one's nice.
Der Trank? Habt ihr den Trank?
No, not really, no.
Nehmt diesen schmerzlindernden Trank.
Nein, nein, geht weg damit. Das wird meine Qual nur hinauszögern. Ihr versteht nicht. Niemand versteht mich. Ich muss...
Was müsst ihr? Was ist mit euch?
Man sagt, ich sei ein Mörder. Vielleicht bin ich das. Doch ich bin es nicht aus freien Stücken. Einst verfiel ich dem Bann einer Dryade. Ein grausamer Zauber. Wunderschön und doch kalt und verzehrend wie der Frost. Sie schenkte mir Stunden. Ich kann es nicht beschreiben. Doch eines Nachts stahl sie mir eine Locke meines Haares. Seither bindet uns ein Pakt. Ihr Hass brennt in meiner Brust. Männer sind Rivalen. Frauen fordern ihre Schönheit heraus. Alle müssen sterben. Alle.
Ich werde euch von eurem Bann befreien. Wo ist der Hain dieser Dryade?
Im Wald von Eloni, nahe einem Teich. Dort traf ich sie das erste Mal. Aber seht euch vor, sie weiß, was ich weiß. Sie wird euch erwarten.
You know, I can't help but think, because I've been playing The Witcher recently, I think I said that in the last video too, that this is kind of like a Witcher contract. So maybe it actually really resembles it. So let's do our Witcher contract and free this guy from his curse by killing a magical being. We can do that. You know, sometimes it makes me wonder. Imagine you had a game like SpellForce in the play style of one of the Witcher games. You know, just like a fully fledged RPG. I think there would be plenty of opportunities for that. Many different stories you could tell as well, right? So I don't think it's a... I don't think the idea is too outlandish. But yeah, definitely not usual for this type of game. But okay, let's go to Eloni. Now, just to tell you guys what would have happened if I had given him if I had chosen the other thing with Shanwuye. She would have told me to go to Shiel. There, I could have gotten the Tsifa potion. Tadank, no, potion in this case. Could have gotten the Tsifa potion, and that would have healed him, and then he would have attacked me and would have killed him. So, you know, yeah, it's a way to resolve it, but I feel like this one is a lot more satisfactory because, you know, you don't doubt Shanwuye's words, and you help the guy. So, let's go. Dryad Lake. Might be a bad idea to teleport straight to this place. Evil Dryad. And Nymphet. Luckily, we have some elves here. Now, they are chronically underleveled for this, so I don't think they're going to be much help, but they should help me not get one-shot. We kill her, we go back, and then we can actually move on to the next map. Does this give us level 14? I don't think so. But we'll see. Sick, but look for the Eloni Dryad. You know, it's also an interesting kind of... do you want to call this a trope? An interesting... how do I put this? Someone takes a lock of your hair and puts a spell on you. I feel like that kind of stems from like urban legends or folk tales, for the most part. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone knows, please do enlighten me, but I see it quite often in many different games. So, let's see. I just don't want to be the first, because I don't remember if she uses spells. No, okay, doesn't seem to. That's fine then. Let's kill the nymph first. And then go to the Dryad. She's not that difficult to kill, but you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. There we go. A lock of hair that absolutely does not match the hair that the hermit has on his head. But okay, let's go to him one more time, and then we can finally move on. You see, there's a lot of walking back and forth in this game, which is one of the things that many people complain about when they talk about SpellForce, especially the first part. In the second one, I think they've kind of, you know, fixed that for the most part, because there are these, let's call them bind stones, but it's those travel stones that you have. There's a lot more of them, and I feel like they are placed a lot better, so you can avoid having these things. Now, there is a way to speed up the game. I might as well show it. If you go into the console of the game, which for me is opened by using Control and then one of the buttons close to the Enter button. It might vary depending on your keyboard, but if you open that one and then put in a command, which I think it's application set time multiplier, you can set a time multiplier basically and make the game go slower or quicker. The regular multiplier is 1, which is, you know, how the game is intended to be played, but you can go up, well, I don't think there's an upper limit, but I think if you go above 20 times speed, it can become a bit buggy in some places. But you can do it, which is definitely a nice feature sometimes. I like to use it when I'm making videos, not Let's Plays, but, you know, lore videos or something where I need to collect footage. And say I need to build up a settlement to get kind of like a picturesque setting. I'm gonna use a speed multiplier, like I'm not sitting there for 1 hour just trying to build everything up, right? So, just makes it easier.
Habt ihr sie gefunden? Habt ihr mein Haar? Ihr Götter, erlöst mich!
Hier, nehmt eure Locke zurück. Ihr seid frei.
Ich danke euch. Sie ist fort. Ihr Ruf, sie ist weg. Endlich Stille. Bis auf...
Die Stimme derer, die ihr ihretwegen getötet habt.
Sie werden mich verfolgen bis an mein Lebensende.
Am Ende bezahlen wir immer für das, was wir tun. In diesem Leben oder im nächsten.
Philosopher, also in the final analysis? Who wrote that? I do like this quest. It's an interesting one, you know. But in the final analysis... Now that is a word I cannot get behind. So, I think with that, we have done everything we could have done before moving on. We're up to date with all the side questing. Yes. Into Grey Dusk Vale, obviously we could do, but we're not going to. Not just yet. Yeah, let's see. Quite the awkward silence, right? Just walking. You guys are watching and thinking to yourself, is he gonna say something? Is he not gonna say something? And then I don't. But then I suddenly break the silence by saying something, right? It's weird. It's weird. But I might use this opportunity to ask you what you think about the new shorts I made. So, the last short video I made about the Elven Healer, I tried to make a little bit more dynamic, right? It's, well, it's kind of, how do I put this? Makes it a little bit more, yeah, interesting to watch, I guess, you know, with not just having a unit just like standing like this, but actually them doing something. I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, the reception so far has been good, but I would like to know if any of you have seen it. If not, why haven't you seen it yet? Please do it. No, but jokes aside, if you've seen it and you have an opinion on it, please do let me know. Would love to hear it. Okay, let's move on. We have elves and dwarves, both are level 7. That should be a-okay. Let's see. Right, Stoneblade Mountain with, yeah, a couple of things uncovered here. Before we start, let's talk to this guy. He's gonna give us the lay of the land, and then we can begin.
Na, wen haben wir denn hier? Willkommen auf dem Schwertfels, Freund. Ich bin Gorin, Gideons Sohn. Kommt, setzt euch zu mir. Ihr seht aus, als könntet ihr eine Pfeife vertragen.
I don't smoke, thank you, but you can tell me a bit about yourself.
Was führt euch hierher?
Adamantinum, mein Freund. Das kostbarste Metall unter der Sonne. Man findet es hier oben allerdings nur noch sehr selten. Früher war das anders. Ich könnte euch Geschichten über dieses Land erzählen.
Please do, please do.
Was habt ihr über den Schwertfels zu berichten?
Das will ich euch gern sagen. Der Schwertfels verdankt seinen Namen dem Berg, der wie eine Schwertklinge emporragt. Das Land hier ist alt. Die Felsen wispern noch das Lied der Weltgeburt. In den Tälern lauern Urwesen und Trolle. Und hoch im Norden wacht ein Riese über den Schatz von Brahir. Er ist harmlos, aber kommt seiner Höhle nicht so nahe. Einst schürften meine Brüder hier Adamant, aber das ist lange her. Denn die Steine erhoben sich gegen uns im Zorn. Sie erschlugen die Zwerge und verfluchten das Land und die Felsen. Aber unter all diesen dunklen Kreaturen stoßt ihr hier manchmal noch auf ein Geschöpf aus den alten Tagen, aus den unergründlichen Tiefen unserer Welt. Ich sehe, ihr seid ein Diener der Rune, deshalb noch eins. Gleich hier, hinter den Felsen, findet ihr ein fruchtbares Tal. Dort steht noch ein Runenmonument des Zirkels. Und solltet ihr Dworsnik, den Einsiedler, treffen, dann fragt ihn nach einem guten Schild. Der alte Bursche fertigt hervorragende Schilde, müsst ihr wissen.
Perfect. Anything else you can tell me?
Nun, dann ein Rat.
Alright. He would have just told us the same thing. So, let's begin. Now, as you just saw, we have the option of using this elven monument, the elf monument, or of using a dwarf monument. What to do, what to do? I mean, honestly, I just feel like using the dwarven one, it will be a challenge for sure. I mean, we are playing on high difficulty. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one to choose. Well, let's clear this first. Also, one thing I've noticed is anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing. For some reason, I don't know if you saw it, but when it zoomed onto the giant, you could see like edges of his texture, kind of like being a little bit jaggedy. I don't know why that happened, but I'm wondering if there's a way of, you know, changing that, not having it that way. But let's see. The thing is, you know what? I'll start with the elves, but only for the reason that over the next couple of maps, we are gonna have enough dwarves to play with. Right, there's gonna be quite a few maps with dwarves on them. So, yeah. There's also elves, obviously, on those maps, right? It's gonna be like a 50-50, but I will try to use more. That's a lot of you here. I do want to kill some of you, and you're level 6, should be fine. Should it though? Is it? Oh, okay, yeah. Now that's what I like to see. Now we could cheese this and clear out one of the camps before actually using a rune monument. The thing is, I don't want to do that. I feel like it devalues the map. It makes it a bit too easy sometimes. This way, we're gonna have to deal with being attacked on two fronts, basically, from above and from below. And one of the other reasons why I don't like doing this when I'm, you know, doing a Let's Play, is because some people might be following this Let's Play playing a mage character. Now, depending on what kind of mage character you're playing, you might have a very different experience being able to solo or, you know, fight multiple enemies at once. My character is very slow with that kind of thing, right? But your character might not, you know, have the ability to clear like 10 beastmen at once. Might be more of a struggle. So if I do it, it kind of gives you the wrong idea of how to approach the map. And even though for me, most of these maps, since I've played them so many times, most of these are kind of clear-cut on how I want to play them. Some people might be playing for the first time. I've seen many people comment that they've picked up SpellForce because of, you know, this Let's Play after 10, 20 years even. So for those people, it's like, you know, it's not the freshest thing in their minds. And it, for all intents and purposes, might feel like they're playing for the first time. So with that in mind, let's play normally. Now, the problem this map is gonna have for us is that we're gonna get attacked on two fronts. Here and here. The beastmen are not a problem. The trolls might be, because they have a significantly higher level. And that's gonna be an issue, even for my elves, because if you compare my elven workers, they are a higher level than those. The Minotaur thugs here, right, they might be a little bit annoying, but nothing too bad. The trolls will be a problem, definitely. So let's just try and get wood going and spawn some first units here. Maybe just regular rangers. Honestly, usually I would prefer not to do that and just go for wind archers. I feel like this is one of the maps where it might be very useful to do though. We need a lot of wood, so might as well send all three. And now it's a waiting game. We wait for people to attack us. There's one troll, I think you saw him like walking down here. Oh, level 13. Yeah, he's the same level as we are. Also, Karaga over here. Should we rob him or should we be honorable and not do it? I think I'll rob him. Yeah, why shouldn't I? Okay, that gives us the first woodcutter. Now, it all depends on where I want more space. I do want them to clear a lot of stuff here. But generally, I think it's safer to do it over here. But then again, I will need this space for other things. So let's do it here. Can you... Hello? Okay. Interesting. Yeah? Hello? Okay, yeah, that's... There we go. Thank you. Do it here. The second bunch of you now... Actually, you guys just collect. You will make me a small HQ. Yeah, we can put that one a bit on the outskirts. I feel like here might be fine. I'm generally trying to remove a lot of the buildings from dangerous areas at the moment. So, just for the sake of, you know, not getting my elves into perilous situations, especially with the trolls. But we do need a lot of wood. We can remove some of them from wood production later on, but for now I think we should just keep doing it like this. We're not being attacked just yet, so I feel like that's kind of nice, but the troll should be very close. He should be coming up here any moment, so that's going to be something to worry about. Perfect. Now, as quickly as we can, give me a sawmill. Let's go. We put a sawmill in here, and then our wood production should be very, very solid for the time being. Then we can actually look towards other things. That's one of the nice things about elves, is... might as well do it like this here. Ah, there we go, the troll is coming. But yeah, that's one of the nice things about elves. You can play very focused on one resource, and it doesn't really damage you in any sort of way, because wood's all they need. Wood and leña, obviously, right? But... yeah, you see, fighting two of these might be a little bit of an issue. Well, not with Berserk, I could probably kill them, even three, but... yeah. They're a lot stronger than Beastmen, that's for sure. Alright, one's gone. What else can we do? You guys, I don't need on wood anymore. But I do need you on other things. So, let's start by making a food store. Over here. Yes, let's go. And I can make more elves. What else can we do? You guys are going to make a food store. I will send one more with you, because I will need one more. Something else I can definitely send them to do is leña. There is one here, 3,000. I can actually... Actually, I prefer using this one first. Just because it's a bit further out. And I can save myself the building space. I will, you know, obviously use this one too. Would be downright idiotic. Moronic of me even to not do that, but... I just like to branch out first. And we have all this space, might as well use it, right? The next thing I'm gonna need is an armory. And a medium headquarter. But let's do the armory first. And then we can see. There are berries here, and there are berries here. So against my better judgment... It needs to be close enough. Huh. It looks horrible, but it's gonna have to do. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want them to go to both berries and bring them to the food store. It's gonna take a while, it's not ideal, right? But there's a reason why I made the food store here. And you'll see soon enough. Okay, so all of you... Ah, they're actually go... Okay, perfectly in the middle. So some are going up, some are going down. That's fine. Armory. That's right. Make me one of the... Ooh, okay, we are getting new friends. Minotaurs. Minotaurs. I feel like those... kind of... It's hard to compare them to beastmen. They're definitely weaker than the trolls. Interestingly, in the lore, the Minotaurs, because they are intellectually superior to the beasts, Minotaurs actually, like, they used to be enslaved. They were enslaved by the Shapers way, way back. They're very old creatures. I mean, the dwarf does say it at the start, but they're very, very old creatures. They were enslaved by the Shapers, but they're not that dumb. Like, Minotaurs compared to beasts are actually fairly intellectual, I dare say. Okay, so this is going very, very quickly. I need a medium headquarter. Let's make one here. Just so we can make more units. But things are coming along. Slowly but surely. And I think if the wood production keeps being steady, as it is right now, we might be able to skip the basic tier units. With basic tier, I just mean these two, Warder and Ranger. I think it's debatable whether that's an issue in SpellForce, but I think it's definitely something to maybe criticize about SpellForce 1, is that at some point, these starting units, once you have better options, you just kind of don't need them, because your Rune Warrior will become, you know, powerful enough to the point where it's, yeah, like, whatever. I can just skip them, because I can defend for long enough until I get better units. So I feel like, I don't know, making it so that they become a little bit more valuable in certain ways might be a good thing. Okay, now give me a forester. Can make one here. And more units, of course. We have a couple of buildings we can actually tend to now, especially for wind archers. I mean, it's wind archers and then protectors I will make, but actually no, I won't. I'm gonna go to dwarves and make dwarven, like, close combat units. But once I have protectors, oh sorry, wind archers, I can set them here and I can have them defend this while I go explore. Which is what I ideally would like to do. The only question is, do I want to explore to the right or to the left? I'm gonna go to the right a little bit, and then once I've reached the dwarves and have the monument in my firm yet secure grasp, I'll move up here and destroy some of these camps. There's also a hero monument on this map, so something to definitely aim to get to. Okay, so you guys give me a hunting guild over here. You guys give me an archery hall. Yeah, should be fine so far. Elantry, or Elantry. I still don't know how to say that word. Elantry, makes sense. I'm gonna Google that afterwards, actually. I know the meaning of it, but it's just, it feels like a very awkward word to get out of your mouth. Okay, anything else? We are doing fine. You know, one of the things about elves that I kind of like is because they are so heavily reliant on wood, you kind of make them get rid of it for the most part, which makes, you know, gives you more space to build stuff. So that's nice. Okay, you are picking up, aren't you? Probably gonna make... where do I have two of you sitting around? We're gonna make 2 towers here, honestly. I don't often like to resort to using towers because in SpellForce 1, it gets very, very easy to make towers to just kind of like seal off a part of the map and the enemies will realistically not be able to break through if you make enough of them. But I feel like that's a cheap way of doing it. I find it much more interesting to actually have to use units, you know. Of course, if you prefer to use towers, all the power to you. Don't let me stop you, but in general, I just think it's more interesting to use actual units. Now, you guys build me this thing, and then we can actually think outwards, think into the future, and see where we can expand to. 2 towers and a couple of archers are going to be holding this line, while I go to the right. Everything here seems fine. You guys are going to collect. Food's coming in quite nicely, actually. Quite nicely, if I may say so myself. Now, there's a couple... I don't know how many people know this, but if you go all the way to the north side of this map, which I'll show you later, there's like a little puzzle you can do to get I think a key or something to be able to unlock a chest that's up there. Pretty nice thing, and it's one of those things where I always feel like people just kind of, you know, even if they've played it and maybe done it once, they just kind of forget. And I've been guilty of that myself. I've forgotten it a couple of times in the past, but hey. There we go, perfect. Now you will build me a large headquarter once we get to that. But not yet. I feel like, okay, let's do a couple of other buildings. You guys do this. 5 of you here, and now we can explore. The reason why I want to get to the dwarves is just to have close combat units. Also, I feel like the dwarves and elves complement each other quite well. You help them, please. Okay, what do I do with you guys? Yeah, it's quite a bit to clear here. Let's do it. Okay, but no, for real, what do I do with you guys? I've got 3 of you. Master Woodcutter I don't need yet. Hall of the Ancients seems like a good thing to get, but... he got too close. Yeah, we need more units and more towers. Definitely. You know, I do recall the trolls being a little bit quicker on the attack. Do we need a Frostbringer? Why not? It's expensive, 100 Lenya. But a very useful tower. Probably one of the better towers in the game, if you ask me. Just because, you know, freezing people is generally seen as a very nice thing to have. It can be very useful. There we go. Attack, please. All right. Seems to be going well, and we can... I think there's a stoneling up here. I always forget that guy. He's hidden so well, like just... Holy hell, we have a lot. Okay, he's tucked away so well. Okay, thank you. This should be okay. I want all of you to hold here. And you know what sometimes happens if you don't use the hold command, is they'll just run out and pull these. And if they fight here outside of tower range, it can be a little bit difficult to deal with. But okay, large headquarter, why can't... There's a deer here, are you... Yeah. A bit annoying. Just animals being placed randomly. Always a bother. But hey, what can you do? You will probably not have noticed this, but I just had a delivery come in, so I had to pause the game, get a delivery, talk to the person for a few seconds, and then come back. I don't know, where were we? Where were we? Let's see. Dwarven Monument. I have no idea what I was talking about, so we're just gonna have to wing it. from this point onwards. I guess we were making the large headquarters-ish? No? Yeah. Yeah, let's make that. Why not? And let's make the dwarves. Now we're doing proper two fronts. And at this point, I feel like the elves are not really that difficult to kind of, you know, get a grasp on and defend here. Should be more than enough. Why do I... You three do it too. I need more people to do that, please. Thank you. And dwarves. You see, elves, compared to dwarves, elves are definitely easier to focus in terms of resources. However, dwarves are definitely not difficult. Especially on a map like this. Look how much stone we have. You bet I'm just sending 10 of them to do stone and then 10 of them to do iron. I mean, there's literally nothing else to do with them, right? So, may as well. Now that's a little bit scary. Well, not really, but were they to attack, it would be. Perfect, you guys can just defend. What are you... Excuse me, that, doesn't seem like you're doing much. Damn, okay, Twarsnik throwing hands. Stealing my XP, but, yeah. Happy to see that he's able to... that he's not a pushover. Shaman stuff. Okay. Should be fine. You guys, have you not... Yeah, quarry, come on. I need one quarry. There we go. You guys do this one. The other guys are going to do the other one. And then we're going to be good to go. I'm thinking of how many buildings, if any buildings, do I want to build down here? None for the elves, I don't think. I'd rather not, to be honest with you. Perfect. Guys, make one here. Also very good. I kind of want to keep all the elven buildings in this part. Kind of. I don't know. And I do want to make some changes here, so just to give us a... let's see. Okay, Woodcutter's Hut, I will destroy both. So this one's gone, and this one's gone. Wait, do I have enough? Master Woodcutter, yes I do. Okay, this one... gone too. Instead of that, we will be making a Master Woodcutter over here. And then we're going to be using the spare people that we have to get us a little bit more leña. There we go. I just don't think it's necessary to have that many. Now you guys are doing pretty damn well, if I may say so. Alright, that's taken care of. Now we can make one mine here. And one mine up there. And towards the end of this map, we will actually need the resources the dwarves give us. So it's better to collect them now. You can not do it, right? But might as well. Before you do that, do give me a forge, though. Yes. Give me a forge, and then you can give me the second mine, and that should be good. Any other buildings? Yes, Hall of the Ancients we need. Hall of the Ancients. This is bugging me a little bit. I want to place it in a nicer place, like here. I don't know. You guys have collected most of the stuff here. Hall of the Ancients. What do we do? Where do we place it? Yeah, I might as well do it here. We don't have to do any remodeling that way. And then 5 more for the Lenya. Once we have the wood. It's gonna, you know... Yeah, I feel like our wood production definitely suffered by destroying those two, but then again, you know, Master Woodcutter is eventually gonna catch up. We kind of needed more... Oh, we didn't need more space, but, you know, it's nice to have more space. So... I don't think we've made a bad decision. Just a readjustment. The trolls are being awfully quiet, though. I had expected more of them to come through. Don't know why they're so slow, but they are. Okay, Orin's Wrath. Yeah, we can do that. We're gonna make a few of them as well. I want to start using them to actually attack and go in this direction. Actually... Now that I think about it... Oh, I think I'm... Yeah, these guys can stay here, but I'm gonna make more and send them here just to defend. Then I can take my character and actually use him to attack. Again, there's a couple of people I want to talk to. There's a couple of... there's a hero monument I want to use. So I feel like having me on that side of things, it's going to be a little bit more beneficial. What am I... Ah, by a wolf, okay. Yeah, you can sometimes get attacked by random, like, animals. If they are... Who's not working? Where are you? Why are you not working? Go in, please. Okay. So yeah, let's make a... I don't even know what to make here. Let's make, like... I don't know, like 2 protectors? Or 5 protectors or something? I don't know. And some wind archers, maybe a healer. And some towers, obviously, right? But that should be kind of everything we need. Even though I have many people collecting iron, it's kind of slow because I don't have a doubling building. Like, what's it called? Why did I forget the name? Smeltery. There we go. And level 14. Things are just getting better. Alright. Alright, let's do that first then. Level 14, nothing I can do here. Means curses have to go up. I do have a lot of points. Intelligence 40 for the next level. That's good. Wisdom I can leave. I do want to add a little bit to this here, so... Maybe like this. I'll leave 2 points in reserve. Anything I can use this with? No. Actually, nothing. Okay. That's cool. Didn't want to use anything anyway, so... Okay, now, you guys... We guys, actually, are gonna push out. I think everything else should be fine. Imagine that as soon as I move myself from here, trolls just like... They start coming in droves. 20, 30 trolls just rushing all over me. Quite unfortunate, but might happen, who knows. Okay, now you guys just go a little bit back. Hold, and you guys hold too. Even though it's not ideal. Let's make a couple of wanderers, just, you know, just so we have them. A couple of winter mages, maybe a couple more protectors. I like to diversify my army. I believe I talked about this many a time, actually, at this point, but I just like to kind of, you know, have different options. Now, what can I use you guys for? More buildings, of course. What else? So, make me another armory here. Actually, we're gonna make... Yeah, we're gonna make a couple of other buildings, of new buildings. Like, you can already see, these are very, very slow to be produced. Compared to some other units. And that I don't like. I want that to change. So you're gonna make me one of those? You're gonna make me... maybe another archery hall? I don't know. But if I make that, where should I put it? Maybe like this. Just to speed things up a little bit. And once we have 40, we can push out. The Titan. That might have been good to save money for, but... I don't think it's necessary, if I'm being honest. Might not be a bad idea to get some more wood stuff going. Especially because these ones are cutting here. But there's a lot of wood over here too. I just don't want to place the buildings in the middle of the road. I think that looks nasty. Not very nice. Yeah, I just find it funny how they're just like in this perennial quarrel with wolves. Never to be finished. Okay, you guys get summoned, and then we push out. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go. But I don't know why. I recall this map having more enemy attacks than it does here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I've let this map run for too long and then, you know, just more attacks ended up happening. But as things stand right now, it's pretty calm, all things considered. Barely any resistance. Do wish it was a little bit more difficult. Okay. Let's just go here. Oh, actually, there is a strong enemy here. I have to be careful. Oh, no, not yet. He will be here shortly, but not yet. It has something to do with a side quest. I think you have to open a, we have to open a, what's it called? Chest. This one. And then he's gonna be there. Gonna be a lot of fun. Not really. No, it's gonna suck. But we shall do it regardless. He's not that strong. I mean, obviously with an army, even with a relatively small army like we have right now, it should be a walk in the park. But then again, you know, I feel like in SpellForce, even if you have a strong character, generally, if there's an army behind you, you've nothing to fear. If you don't have an army behind you, and yes, I see you, we'll get to you. If you don't have an army behind you, it can be quite tricky in some situations. Because even though your character is strong, unless you're playing a certain type of character, yeah, it can be quite hard to get through that. You know what? I want to make some dwarven units too, so... It's so unfair, having to fight against ice. He couldn't even land one hit on it. Just feels really, really unfair. Okay, anything else I can do? I'll make this one here, just because it seems like it would fit. There we go, first dwarven units that we have. Militia. I think I've asked this, I don't know who I've asked, but I've asked someone, I think it was on the Discord. It's the difference between militia and, can you please die? No, please. The difference between militia and guardsmen, and I think it's a trade-off of one having more HP and one having slightly more damage. But it's kind of like, you know, you exchange one for the other sort of thing. I think so, at least. I might be wrong. Speaking of Discord, I just realized at the start of the episode I forgot to mention it. Link below, description. Please join us. Because why wouldn't you? It's free. We are talking about a lot of different interesting things, mainly SpellForce related, but not only. So if you've an interest for that kind of thing, please be my guest. And you please don't die. Yeah, it seems like it's quite difficult for some reason for them to not die here. Whatever, we can make new ones. Oh, see, that's what I mean with not paying attention sometimes. This kind of stuff can happen. Oh, it should be fine. I'll wait for you to regenerate, and then you can join us. I feel like in this kind of situation, making more protectors is probably better than making any watchmen or militia. I just kind of want to make them, so that's why. But objectively, I don't think there's a genuine reason to make many dwarven units here. Like, if you want the strongest possible kind of, you know, thing going for you, just don't make them. It's gonna be a waste of resources. Dwarves you do need on this map. I love how I use the H command on them. Oh my god, okay. Please help her. Whew, okay. I use the H command on them, so... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, that's a bad situation to be in. Oh, and the trolls are starting to come in. Honestly, it might be better to have those here. Okay, yeah, no, trolls are starting to come in, so... I think we need to defend a little bit more. What I want is the hero monument, though, because with that, the map just becomes exponentially easier. Not even funny how much easier. So we'll go get that. While all of you can gracefully defend here. But you see them, like, it's picking up. They are, you know, increasing the frequency at which they are coming at us. Nothing we can't handle, but still. Okay, you guys push out. At least over here. I always found this to be a little bit tricky to get through for some reason. Play, you're a healer. Please, come on. It's always the healers. I'm telling you, it's always the healers. Always the healers. There we go. So, you guys go here. Right, let's push out. Okay, now that I have you guys are gonna push toward Tworsnick. I need to keep walking with my units. Again, there's just a couple of things I need to... No. Wait a minute. Now that I do not like. That I absolutely do not like. Well, he came far. Wow, okay. You could, you know, trigger him to attack us. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Rolled, right? Yeah. Bad mushroom. Bad mushroom he ate. Okay, so you know what? You guys are gonna go up here. And you're gonna clear from up there. Let's make it more interesting. Let's fight on multiple fronts. Or let's just run into the enemy. I mean, that's a possibility, I guess. Definitely seems to be one. If my units are concerned, so... And the wolf again. It's insane how often they're struggling with like the same problem of the wolves just attacking them. Alright, just get rid of them. I feel like once I've gotten rid of the Minotaurs, it should be not too bad. I did lose one elf. Too bad. Too bad, too sad. Nothing I can do though. See how strong the trolls are? Look at this. Okay, he is a champion, to be fair, level 13, but he does pack a mean punch. Wow, okay. Not the Winter Mage. Please heal her, someone. Anyone. Please. Do I have no mana? What's the problem? This guy's just... Yeah, you guys can move. I'm gonna remove the H from you. Alright, let's go. I need to... Okay, let me get all my healers. You guys are gonna be special. You guys are gonna be here and just hold. Don't move. Just hold. Alright, what about you guys? What can we do? Yeah, we are getting some nice XP though from this whole, like, fighting, you know, that's going on, so... So it's not all bad. We do have to be careful. I love how you're healing the Protector, who's full HP, while I'm begging for my life over here, with, like, you know, getting into red. Doesn't make much sense to me now, does it? Gonna collect a few things here. Oh, by the way, the broken items I have. There we go. Broken Dwarven Axe, Broken Dwarven Harness, and Helm. I think at some point those were meant for a quest. Like you could bring them to be repaired and then get weapons from them or something like that. It's scrapped, sadly, but originally I think that was kind of what was intended to be done with it. Whether or not that's the case, I don't know, but certainly feels like at some point it was meant to. Meant to be that way. Yeah, you guys just walk around, just do a little bit of exploring. Maybe we find a chest, who knows? Probably not though, probably not. Okay, yeah. I mean, admittedly, it's kind of going slow for them up there. But Thunderthorn. Ah, there we go. Something new. Wow, okay, he drops like a... Whoa. He drops. Why are you dying to a troll like that? It's not even a strong one, but okay. As you can see, trolls are there. That's, I feel like, a trend that we're going to see across the next couple of maps. Is that trolls are just going to be very strong enemies in general when we have them. They're also very strong when we play as them, don't get me wrong, but more annoying than anything, really, when it's on the enemy side of things. Please collect this, yes, thank you. Quickly send units here. Okay. Alright. Balancing everything on 3 sides at once. Well, not the easiest thing, but it works. And if it works, it just works, you know? Do it, kill it, please, thank you. I think this is also the first time I've used a Titan in this kind of way. Just kind of like using it to, yeah, from you guys I can probably spare a couple, no? But yeah, using it to clear things like this. Anything else? Anyone else? No? Okay. Then you may wait here. You guys go explore, we go clear. Ideally, I'd love to meet up with my heroes and my my main army around this point over here. Provided we don't have any troll trouble. What's concerning me the most at the moment is any trolls wandering to my hero monument or going to my settlement through this like upper part. Because that might be a little bit of an issue. Probably not the biggest thing in the world, but can you kill him, please? Just, you know, don't let him report back, is what I'm saying. Perfect, now run back. And do your thing. Ah, there we go, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. We're kinda forced to defend up here. Until we get to the trolls. Nothing we can do. Gonna have to be... Oh, okay. He's, Why is he running towards here, though? No, come on, not her. Not her, please, not her. Not him either. Can you attack Rodgar? He's actually tanky. Thank you. So you guys all go here. I am going to talk. So if they attack Rodgar, it's fine. Because he can actually, you know, take a punch. All the other ones, not so much, so gotta be careful there. I have got to be careful. Now, food has evidently slowed down quite a bit. To be expected, but yeah, I do wish I could make a couple more units here. Maybe we can try and clear this with Warcry. Maybe. These golems are strong though, so probably not. Oh no? Oh lord, he packs a punch. No, that's not gonna be a good thing. Oh, okay, yeah, no, we are... Jesus. All of you, just drop. Summon again, or be summoned again here. Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, these are too strong, especially with the troll there, the stone golems. Nothing we can do. We can clear this though, so please do that while I talk.
Es ist lange her, dass ein Abgesandter der Völker uns aufgesucht hat.
Ihr seid keine einfachen Elementargeister.
Wir sind die Diener der Tiefe, die Schmiede Nidhalfs. Vor langer Zeit dienten wir den Zwergen dieses Landes. Für sie formten wir die mächtigen Klingen der Erde. Aber ein Streit brach unseren Bund und brachte einen Fluch über das Land.
Könnt ihr eine Erdenklinge für mich formen?
Wenn ihr den Preis dafür bezahlt. Unter dem Befehl des Zirkels brachen die Zwerge unseren Bund und schürften an Stellen, die ihnen verboten waren. Sie beschworen den Zorn der Felsen herauf und wurden vernichtet. Bevor wir den Völkern wieder dienen können, muss dieser alte Fluch bezwungen werden. Ihr müsst euch dem Zorn der Felsen stellen. Darüber hinaus erfordert die Fertigung der Klinge viele, seltene Metalle. Es wären wohl 300 Brocken eures Eisenvorrats dafür notwendig.
Ooh, that I can do, yeah.
Hier sind die 300 Eisen für die Klinge.
Gut. Wir werden mit dem Schmieden beginnen, sobald ihr bereit seid.
No, not yet. Not yet, that is something we'll have to keep for later. Definitely. Mainly because if I do it now, you just kind of have to run to a lot of places to do it, and that can make things very, very awkward. So no, not yet. We also need to talk to Tworsnik. Haven't done that. No chests here, okay. Yeah, anyhow, the story behind this, I mean, Skarvik on the previous map already talked about this in brief, but what basically ended up happening is the dwarves were, well, they were mining in places they were not allowed to because the circle, like he just said, wanted them to. And yeah, this kind of threw this whole area into disarray. Now, one thing I always wished that this map would have is, since it's an optional map at the end of the day, right, you don't have to play this map, is some sort of like HQ, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you clear this map, you remove the curse that's gripping this land because of it, and then you kind of have the option of having your own hub here. Now, understandably, that's difficult with buildings disappearing when you play this game, but if that weren't the case, or if you could, you know, find a way to script buildings in permanently and just have them be placed, just having some, like, side quest you could do for both humans, elves, and dwarves, and once you do them, it would help you kind of, like, expand this area by getting more and more people here. Like some people from Greyfell, some people from Eloni, some people from Windholme. Why are you just walking past? What's the matter with that? I don't get that. But yeah, expanding it and giving you a reason you kind of to go back here and for it to be your hub. Maybe you could get some new merchants who would be better than regular merchants that give you better rates when you purchase something. Or just things like that in general, I feel like would be a very, very nice thing to have. But yeah, I don't know. Likely impossible to, or at least insanely difficult to pull off in this game, but it's something I always kind of wished to be the case. Because I'm a sucker, you know, if you think to SpellForce 2, and you have the West Guard, right, as sort of like a base of operations, I was a huge fan of that. Always. I loved like doing quests there to just expand it with different factions, and I feel like doing it here would also be nice. Obviously you don't have a castle here or like your own city, but you know, you could maybe just get them to make buildings, like hey, some buildings appear here, some buildings appear over here, that kind of thing. So yeah. If there's one thing I could change about this map, it would be that. To just add a bit more to it at the end of the day. Also disgusting, these spiders. And the rock beetles. They're not much better, though I do prefer them to the rock spiders. Or giants, whatever you want to call them. They're spiders. And I don't like them. I don't want them anywhere close to me. Yeah. Just no. Just keep them away, please. Alright, let's try this here. Poison, Ring of Sorcery. Oh, we got the mushroom. You've probably noticed we're collecting a lot of mushrooms here. We're gonna need all of them for Tworsnick, but I don't know how many. I think it's 7 different ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, no, 7, it's 8. So I do think we have all the mushrooms. The 8th one, he will give us. That's the one in the chest over here. So that one we will get eventually. Everything else seems fine, though. Braga. Kraga and Braga, yeah, that's the, one of the side quests we're gonna have here. You can talk to him right now. The quest is related to his brother. I think they're brothers. Related to this guy stealing a gem from, you know, this guy from Kraga. And Kraga just wanting to beat the ever-living shit out of him for it. Or, you know, kill him, pretty much, yeah. He can't do it though, so we're gonna have to help him a little bit. We're gonna play both sides of the coin, because that way we always win. So, not only are we gonna help him and accept his reward, we're also gonna steal from him. I, just for the record, don't condone stealing. In real life, please don't do it, it's not good. But in game, I mean, where the consequences are not real, might as well. Might as well. Okay, now we should be slowly able to link up these units with the rest of them. So you guys go here. Oh, okay, the trolls are... Yeah, this is one of the, not issues, but dangerous things about SpellForce 1 maps. If you wait for too long, the enemies are gonna start, you know, racking up units to send towards you. We've got 3 here, we get 3 down here. Those 3 soon turn to 4, then 5, then more. So yeah, ideally you want to be the one who makes the first move. You don't want to just like sit around idly and wait, because it can get oh no. Yeah, that's what I mean. That can happen. Which is definitely not a good thing, no. It's actually a very bad thing. Damn, okay, I might have to help them there. There's a chest here. Actually, I should probably talk to it. Talk to the chest. I'm schizophrenic, I'm talking to items. No, I should talk to it just to see. Lock doesn't have a star-shaped opening, okay. I think the fact that it's star-shaped is gonna, you know, play some sort of role, so... That's why. These guys here, we have to be quick. Kill all of these, and... not you, though. You stay here, please. You just heal. So we can attack the other group that's coming towards us. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that one. I mean, we'll defeat them. That's not the issue. Probably gonna lose a couple of elves on it, though. So I'm not a big fan of that. You, please don't be first. You can just wait here. You do Warcry. And then... okay. Doesn't look too bad. Well, except the fact that this guy's just like running through, but okay. I'd prefer if that weren't the case, but alas. I said alas. There we go. Oh, they killed him. Okay, nice. Hey, and we didn't lose anyone. New achievement. New achievement. Oh no, the cat just woke up. He did the thing again. If some of you remember, I talked about how my cat sometimes like jumps on my PC and turns it off. And he did it again the other day. Luckily I wasn't recording, I was just, you know, on my PC, but... yeah. Can get quite difficult with that little guy. He's a nice cat, though. Very nice cat. Oh yeah, the trolls are definitely starting to get to me. Definitely starting to get to me. Yeah, we need to reinforce. We're gonna have to deal with the trolls sooner than later. We want to go there anyway. I do want to clear this before I go. I do want to clear this beforehand. Now, here. Let me remind myself how this worked. There's a puzzle here. There's a puzzle using a couple of stone plates that we have to interact with. And those are gonna tell us something about the puzzle. Like this one. Yeah, there we go. This one here. Very hard to notice, even. Like, even if you know that there's a puzzle here that you're supposed to be doing, sometimes it's just hard. So we've got those. I'd really prefer if you guys didn't do that. Just kill the golems, please. Aye, that's gonna hurt, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run. I feel like focus fire is the name of the game here. Like, we really have to focus fire on these. Otherwise it just becomes too difficult. Because they can tank a lot. So if I don't focus on one in particular, it's just, yeah. Apart from the trolls, these might be the strongest enemies on the map. Actually, hard to tell. Maybe a toss-up between the two. But they're definitely strong. They do a lot of damage, especially the spells. I feel like that's kind of what makes it. If they didn't have the spells, like this, you know, wave of rocks or whatever it's called, it wouldn't be nearly as bad. But we managed. Actually, no, we didn't. There's a couple more. God damn it. 2 guardians too, man. maybe we should take a bit of respite here and just heal up. How are things looking over here? They are looking horrible. Holy crap. Okay, make more units, please. Damn. Okay. Yeah, no, that's looking very bad. Huh. Huh. Yeah, okay, so what do we do about this? There's a couple of towers I can... Ooh, how do we deal with this? I'm just thinking of sending units here. Especially close combat units. Just so they get, you know, a little bit distracted by it. We do have to get going with the trolls. Because they're getting pretty strong. This usually wouldn't be a problem if you had like a full army. But we don't, so... And every tower they destroy just makes this a little bit more and more difficult. Ah, man, what do we do? That's one tower gone. There's still so many of them too, man. I don't know if that's the play. I don't know if that's the play. Worst part about it is the next army is gonna come soon, so... So honestly, let's link up the army up there and kill the trolls before we do anything else. We can always come back to the other thing. These are making our lives very challenging right now, though. Very challenging. They are slowly dying. But slowly is not good enough, so... Let's go. You guys go here. You guys all go here. We have to push out. We just have to. And in the meantime, I guess I'm just gonna be forced to make units here so they don't, you know, don't push out from here. Wow, okay. One of the risks of having your rune warrior just very far away from the action. Yeah, definitely not a good thing. Alright, you guys please fight. We'll survive, but it's still an annoyance, and I hope by the time we finish with this, we don't get another group of them just shoved into our base here. I need 4 of you to come here. You guys are gonna be making me some new not towers, but yeah, towers actually, yeah. New ones. Pronto. Oh no, guys, the PC's in danger, the cat's here. He's on the PC. He is on the PC. Sometimes I see him jump up and I just kind of like twitch, like, oh no. He's on it. He's gonna do something. Alright, let's go. No point in waiting. Oh my lord. Holy crap. Okay. Where's my elves? Oh my god. Where are my working elves? I would really appreciate having them right now. I would. But okay. We managed to defend against it, at the very least, so... Let's see how long that goes for, though. This one I don't think is gonna be as bad. We have quite a few protectors. And we can make even more. Some militia too. Let's not be too overconfident with our protectors. They will die. And I think this should be the last wave. We're gonna nib the problem at the source. for the most part, so should be fine. Okay, my elves are here. Great. You guys... Well, I have to wait, kinda. Oh yeah, let me get rid of these for you guys. I feel like that might be a nice little bit of help. Well, I'll be damned, they are running very fast. Can I get them to attack? Yes, okay, great. Perfect. Now, even if it's just these three, it's fine. Even if it's just those, I don't care. As long as we get to kill them. As long as we get to kill them. See, who says SpellForce can't get intense? I don't know if anyone ever said that, but... You do have situations like this, occasionally, where you just kinda have to play on multiple fronts, just to not get overrun. I don't want these, I want these, please. So in the same situation now that we were just a little bit ago. But once that's been defended, it should be a little bit easier. Just have to make sure that, you know, it doesn't escalate again before the next group comes. Yeah, just please kill... Oh, not me though, not me. It's so scary to look at the minimap and see your avatar just run into them head first. Like, no, please don't do that. Okay, he died. Whatever, he was useless. Doesn't matter. We'll resummon him, sure. Why not? But still. But yeah, definitely the most challenging part of this map. Okay, quickly destroy this, please. Actually, no, you guys should wait here. Because I'm spying with my little eye another group of trolls, and I don't want them to attack. I really don't want them to attack. So you know what, we'll handle this just fine ourselves. Luckily, buildings don't hit back. Buildings also don't throw stones at you. No. No. Yes, there we go. Alright, we should be good, we should be good. Let's make a few more of these just to assist them a little bit. There we go. Whew, okay. Whew. That could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone a lot worse. But we should be good now. Oh, why? Okay, why did you guys stay here? Thank you. To complicate matters even further, they've got a tower up here, I think. And they have Frank. It's not even Frank. You know how funny it would be if his name was actually just Frank? What's your name, troll? Me, Frank. Me from accounting. But okay. Trolls are pretty dumb. They are. You know, the thing with trolls is, in general, they were made to be killing machines. Feel barely any pain, hit like a truck. I mean, evidently we can see that. But they're dumb. Like, they're not just not intelligent. I mean, they obviously they have some thought processes going on, right? But they're just kind of dumb. Like, all things considered. Compared to any of the major races, the trolls are just kind of like, like, they're there. but intellectual is not a word I would use to describe them, which was the point. The trolls are the way they were made, right? For those of you who don't know that. Zarach, the renegade Zarach, made the orcs. He looked at the orcs and was like, you know what, I'm not happy with this. I don't like how this turned out. I want something nicer. So he decided to just like, you know, go back to the drawing board. He took orcs, like some of the orcs, and kind of tortured them and contorted their bodies to such an extent that he got the trolls out of it. So yeah. That's the backstory. So they're dumb, stripped of emotions as well. What the... Did anyone see that? I think a corpse just flew through, but yeah. Trolls are dumb. Trolls are also stripped of emotions for the most part. And as a result of Zarach's torture and what he did to them. Not to say that, you know, that's not to discredit them in any way, it's just how SpellForce trolls are. Very strong, hit like a truck, but not the brightest. Not someone you would have as your therapist, let's say, right? Maybe for that one you should pick someone else. Someone a bit more qualified. Yeah, but for some reason you, an archer, are just going headfirst into this. I mean, if you want to, sure. Why not? If you really want to. Alright, so with the trolls out of the way, you will see one of the main reasons why I wanted to play this map before the next one. Because we're gonna get some units on this map. Some very good units, mind you. Over here, in these chests. Is this... I had imagined this going a bit smoother, I'll admit. Make some protectors and, you know, these guys over here. No, I definitely thought this would go smoother. Failed to consider how many there would be, but okay. Quickly get the buildings down, so they don't respawn, and then we can actually focus on what's good in life. There we go, Druid. That's what we wanted. Now, the reason Druids are so good is because they have a spell that, they have a spell that allows them to do a lot of damage against undead, hollow. And that spell will be very, very useful on the next map. So, now we've got a few things we need to do. You guys, you know, you can do that. Just help. Actually, I don't think you need to help them. Just go here. I will talk to this guy here. Then we're gonna go back to the... What's his name? Servant of the Deep. I would just think to myself like, Die Nadia Tiefe in German, right? So, yeah. Anyway, we go back to him. He's gonna do his thing. We're gonna, you know, prevent the curse from taking hold. Now, someone in the comments asked me if when we do this, if I can, like, I guess let the curse happen. I was thinking about it. I really was. The reason why I kind of don't want to do it is not because I don't like you. I love you, right? All of you guys watching, mwah, from me. That's not the reason. The reason is because I think if I don't do it, the quest fails. I mean, you can still do it. It fails in the quest log, though. Like, it has a red bit. And I don't want that. You know, it doesn't look nice, so... I don't know.
Lügling, Lügling, Krager töten, Krager würgen, Krager töten den Dieb.
Was habt ihr?
Krager Wache stehen, Krager tapfer, aber Prager Schlechtling, Prager Lügling, nimmt Kragers Feinstein und gibt nicht zurück.
Oh no.
Wer sind Krager und Prager?
Ich Krager.
Kraga hält Wache vor Schatz von Brahir. Mutig, tapfer, aber Braga schlecht. Braga, Bruder von Kraga. Böse. Stiehlt Feinstein von Kraga. Schöner Feinstein. Geschenk von mächtigem Brahir für Kraga. Braga Dieb. Braga Schlechtling.
Und warum holt ihr euch den Stein nicht zurück?
Das Kraga tun wollen. Aber Kraga muss Wache halten hier. Er nicht kann Bruder suchen.
Verstehe. Nun, sollte ich zufällig auf euren Bruder stoßen, lasse ich es euch wissen.
Das gut. Du suchen Braga und mir sagen.
We should have talked about... we should have talked to the other giant before doing this. We can do that, though. We can do that for sure. Okay, but first we're gonna go to the elemental. Alright, you guys go here. I believe one of them is gonna appear in this kind of section of the map. So, those guys can take care of him. Yeah, let's do that first. Let's get it out of the way, and then we have the Kraga and Braga thing, and we've got the chest up here, which we want to do because there's a rune stone in there, a rune hero. And not a bad one at that, so might as well do it. So first, let's go to the chasm, talk, and tell him that we want to start. They appear in 4 places, I believe. Oh, Dwarfsnick we also need to go to. Not to forget our good dwarf.
Was?
Ich bin bereit, dem Fluch zu...
Dann höre.
Oh, 5, okay.
Sobald ich beginne, die Klinge zu formen, werden 5 der steinernen Wächter erwachen. Sie werden den Zorn der Felsen heraufbeschwören. Ihr müsst sie aufhalten. Bezwingt die Wächter, bevor die Beschwörung zu Ende ist, oder ihr werdet vernichtet werden. Und lasst auch eure Güter nicht unbewacht. Einige der Steinernen werden versuchen, euch aufzuhalten. Kehrt zurück, sobald ihr die Wächter bezwungen habt. Die Klinge wird fertig sein.
He's fast, ain't he? Ah, there we go.
Es hat begonnen. Die Wächter sind erschienen. Sie beschwören den Zorn der Felsen. Der alte Fluch erwacht. Findet sie. Haltet sie auf, bevor sie das Ritual vollenden können. Dies ist die einzige Hilfe, die ich euch gewähren kann. Möge Nidhalf euch gnädig sein, Mensch.
Nidhalf we do not need, we have our army. I kind of know the places where they spawn. 3 of them are going to be on the right side, 2 of them are going to be on the left side, and I believe... yeah, let's go. So, you guys do it here. Now, for those of you really curious about what happens if you, well, if you just kind of let them do it, a big golem is going to spawn. He's very powerful. He's not unbeatable, but he is very powerful, definitely. And you then have to deal with the fact that you have to kill him, you know, so that's about it. It's an annoyance, definitely, but it's not the end of the world, right, so... it's definitely manageable. He is a tough nut to crack, though, not gonna lie. Like, probably the single strongest enemy on this map in particular. But that's to be expected. I mean, they play it up as him straight up destroying you if you know, don't do that, so... you would think that he would be at least strong, right? If not the strongest. So my men are going to be doing that. I actually want to go to Braga over here. Speaking of the whole Kraga and Braga quest, Bra here. There's not much known about him. Anything, really. Big trouble, find Braga. I don't know who Braga is supposed to be. Honestly, may have been just like an adventurer who tricked the giants into doing their bidding. I mean, giants, let's be honest, giants are not the most bright of individuals, right? They're not idiots, but they're not smart either. So you can trick them. Case in point, we're gonna trick them in this quest, so... definitely some headroom there for them to be a bit better. Okay, he ignores you, he's in the jewelry. Now I could talk to him, I don't want to yet though. Well, let's go here. Nah, because when we do it, there's gonna be trolls that spawn. And they try to take the treasure. Actually, I want to try something. What if... so, the trolls are gonna spawn and they're gonna try and take the treasure. That much I know. What I don't know is what actually happens if you let them get it. Let's try that. I've never done that. Gonna do the stone thingies here first. It's not that difficult, but... just want to get that out of the way so we don't have these two things to worry about. There we go, please kill him. Let's read. Inscript on the tablet says, in order to open the gate to the underworld, the stones of the holy symbols in the middle of the field at the great menhir must be touched in the correct sequence. Great help that was. Fantastic. Thank you. Alright, let's kill this one too. So, correct sequence, that much we know. The cryptic inscript on the stone says, each symbol must be touched twice altogether. So, correct sequence, each one goes twice. Good to know, good to know. The symbol that is touched first is also the last one. Second must be... okay, so it goes like first, last, second, second to last, and then the middle one is subsequent. Now we just need to know which one goes where. There is one stone table up here. Where is it? I lost it. There we go. The symbol of the drop blood always stand in sequence directly... so, drop blood is between the other two. That means it's the middle one. Great and all, but I need to know which one goes first. I need to just know which one goes first. So it's that one, drop blood, the other one. Two symbols of the pair. Oh, okay, subsequently. Okay. Yep, that should be enough. So we have, I think, let me see what the third symbol is actually. Please, please go kill this guy. So, we have an eye, a drop of blood, hand, hand, drop of blood, eye. God damn it. Enry. Who the hell's Enry? Let me quick save this, I'm not... Enry has no lore to him, by the way. But I don't want to risk this, so I'm just gonna save. Or quick save. Okay, you guys are done. Perfect. Then go here. I will need you in... where were we? Here, I think. Yes, with this chest here. Enry, I think, is gonna drop the key we need. And then you guys, because I want to let the trolls plunder, just go up here and hide. Sadly, Enry, you are no match for us. And I think we've done everything with the Earthblade, yes. Return to the Deep One. Let's open this. And then we kinda have everything. We're gonna go to Dwarsnik. He's gonna give us a quest to collect mushrooms, but that's kind of been taken care of. At least I think so, unless I missed something, but hopefully not, hopefully not. Also, how is this possible? This must be some really good ice. If it, well, first of all, it can burn. Second of all, it doesn't melt despite burning. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some sort of true ice. Orin, is that you? Yes, there we go. Level 12 rune fighter. See, that's what I mean. Great rune. And we can use him straight away. We will use him on the next map. And we will remove you, because you're kind of like... Sorry, but you're kind of bad. So, new rune fighter. What's he got? He's got 5. I don't know about fire dance. Nature, I don't know. Honestly, might be the best thing for him. Still. Even though the swords are not as good, but I don't really have a good alternative to give him. Stamina, agility, no, I'll give him this one. These pants over here, and might as well have this, why not? Now come forth, be summoned. You two. Alright, back to the chasm. We've done that part. I think this should give us level 15. And I think level 15... Oh, yes, it gives us extra points here. Finally.
Was wollt ihr?
Die Wächter sind besiegt.
Ihr habt den Fluch bezwungen. So nehmt den Preis. Diese Klinge wurde mit der Kraft der Erde für euch geformt. Sie soll unseren neuen Bund besiegeln.
Thank you. Thank you, I will take it. Level 15? No, not level 15 yet. Come on. Alright, you go do this here. You clear this, you stay with them. Now, let's go to the giant. I do wonder if it fails the quest. Let me quick save. I wonder if it fails the quest if I let them, you know, just kind of go through it. Go through with the heist. The big dumb giant's gone, let's plunder. And none of them can use this one. Biter. Would have been nice.
Was ist?
Ich habe euren Bruder entdeckt.
Oh, ihr Lügling, Trügling, Krager ihn zermalmen wird. Wo ist Braga?
An einem See nicht weit westlich von hier. Dort hält er sich versteckt, falls man das so nennen kann.
Krager ihn zermalmen. Aber Krager nicht kann weg. Muss Wache halten.
No, we can do that.
Soll ich kurz eure Wache übernehmen?
Menschling, das machen will. Hier Wache stehen, das Krager kann gehen und Braga zermalmen.
Course, buddy, course.
Geht nur. Ich werde Brahirs Schatz mit meinem Leben verteidigen, wenn es nötig ist.
Das hochanständig ist von Menschling, ja. Krager wird den Trügling bestrafen. Bis gleich zurück. Ihr hier so lange warten, aber nicht gehen an Schatz von Brahir. Krager Wissen und Krager Menschling zermalmen. Nicht gehen an Schatz.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything there. Oh yeah, so these trolls. Yeah. There is one that's like a leader, no? Orgok? I think this one. Let's see what happens. I'll just let them have it. So they do go up there. So what I want to test out is what happens if so we can wait, I guess. What's gonna happen when he comes back? Is he gonna like...
Diebe, mein Schatz, Menschling schlecht, Krager ihn töten und zermalmen wird.
Alright, so this happens. Suboptimal. Suboptimal, let's kill him. Okay, but it was an interesting, wait. Okay, let's get the trolls first. And then, okay, oh no, obviously, yeah, he wants to fight. Now, he's very strong, as you can see. I want to weaken him by attacking him while he's running back to the cave. Interesting, interesting. Unexpected turn of events, definitely, but hey. Ah, okay, so he wants to fight us. Even though there's like... Oh my god, okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ui, 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 ui. Yeah, okay, let's do a quick load. You know, because I don't think that's a good idea. The thing we did was not nice. He's very strong. He's definitely very strong. So, yeah, let's not do that anymore. And we're gonna do it properly this time around. Hopefully. He's super strong. You can beat him with an army. He's not really an issue to beat. You just need a lot more than I have here. Okay, we're gonna skip all of that. Yeah, I'll defend. Let's go. Whatever, I'll defend my guy. I didn't think that he would aggro instantly. If, you know, that happened. Interesting, though.
Da, dummer Riese ist fort. Jetzt holen wir die Glitzersteine. Los, los!
Yeah, no. Both so simple-minded, just going for the, ooh, the shiny things, the shiny stones, let's go. Let's get them. No, you'll not get them. We'll kill it this time. I didn't think he would turn instantly, like, what I thought would happen is like obviously I assumed he would become hostile, but I thought maybe like he'll kill him and then he'll come back and be like, wait a minute, this isn't what, you know, what we agreed on. And then it would have been fine, but yeah. You know, let's be honorable. Let's be honorable. No point in killing him. I mean, we could kill him, but let's say we don't want to. Now, finally some good weapons. This one I can actually give to you, I think. This might be a nice upgrade. And he'll give us a nice reward, you know. One of the reasons why I never felt good about killing him is, he's not a danger. Like, he's, you know, he's just there. He's chilling and protecting everything. He doesn't even attack you if you get close to him. So for those reasons, I would feel bad about doing it to him. But let's go to Tworsnik. I think now we can do some upgrades here that we don't need, but yeah. Let's go to Tworsnik, let's get the shield, let's get the reward from the giant, and I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna do it. Gorin's camp, let's go. There we go, here, I think, right? Yeah. Earthblade we've got. Earthblade is just, well, looks like a, yeah. Interestingly enough, in the quest itself, they tell you it's only a, like, only the blade part, not the hilt. Obviously, we can see the hilt here, so who is lying to who here? Who knows? But let's go to Skarbik. And we're finally getting more into our fantasy of being a dagger-wielding menace with this. Poison. This one's not bad. The speed's quicker, but this one's got poison. I feel like that plays into our, like, curse build. It also looks cooler, like we have these bubbles coming from it. Looks kind of tasty, actually. Maybe apple? Appley bubbles. But okay, with this we are nearing the end of the episode. We only have... Damn, you're quick. We only have a few things we need to take care of at this point. Once we do, we will save and continue with Greydusk Vale on the next one. So, that's gonna be fun. I feel like Greydusk Vale... It's not the first map when you play against the undead, right? That would be the Northern Windwalls. It's an interesting map nonetheless, though. I kind of like it. It's split into two parts. Honestly, I feel like it's a little bit too easy at times. But you know. Depends.
Geht weiter, hier gibt es nichts zu sehen.
Seid ihr Tworsnik? Ich hörte, ihr besitzt ein gutes Schild.
Nein, tue ich nicht. Und wenn es so wäre, was geht es euch an? Ich habe ganz andere Probleme.
Und die wären?
Seit Tagen versuche ich, einen wirksamen Gifttrank zu brauen. Doch mir fehlen die wichtigsten Zutaten. Wenn ihr sie mir allerdings besorgen könntet...
Nennt mir die Zutaten und ich werde sie euch bringen.
Es sind 7 der stärksten Giftpilze. Schwefelkopf, Giftstachling, roter Waldling, weißer Röhrling, gelber Speiling, Magenkrempling und Elfenspreizling.
I've got all of them. No worries.
Ich habe all diese Pilze bereits.
So, dann lasst mal sehen. Der Magenkrempling ist die wichtigste. Kommt erst...
Huh? Wait a minute. I should have all of them.
Ich benötige Hilfe bei der Suche nach den Pilzen.
Ihr habt schon eine...
Alle bis auf den
Ich hatte bereits viele Kremplinge gesammelt. Sie waren in einer Kiste zum Trocknen aufbewahrt. Doch die Kiste wurde mir von einem verfluchten Tiermenschen gestohlen.
Vielleicht kann ich sie wiederfinden.
Hier, diesen Schlüssel werdet ihr brauchen, um sie zu öffnen. Aber nehmt euch vor dem Tiermenschen in Acht. Das ist eine blutrünstige Bestie.
Yeah, I knew there was something, right? Because we looted everything, so it's like, what's missing? Okay, everything else I think should be more or less good to go. Anything else I can do? Is there any armor that I can... not really, is there? Whitewood staff? Nah. I mean, we could rock like the dual staff, but... Oh, it's only one. Nah. Forget about that. Forget about that. Oh, this mask. Okay. Armor class 20. Honestly, yeah. Let's do it. It looks menacing. Huh. Agility. Okay, let's switch. Let's make a switch. You have this one. You get this one. There we go. And we get to look like a demon. Okay. Gron over here needs to be taught a lesson. He has a bloody good axe as well, right? So, light combat. Yes, I knew there was something. I knew there was something that I would usually give to this guy here. Something better. So you take the fire axe and this here. Fire and ice. That's how I like to have you. I feel like that's a very strong combo. You can freeze and, you know, set people ablaze. So why not? But okay. Let's go back to this guy here, to Tworsnik, talk to him. And while we do that, I would already like to thank all of you for watching. Appreciate it as always. Don't forget, if you watch till the end, Discord, below in the description. Join, I want to see you there. No excuses. If you've got Discord, you've got no reason not to join. I almost had a stroke while saying that, like...
Ihr schon wieder. Was gibt es?
Alright.
Ich habe jetzt alle Pilze gefunden.
So, dann... Tatsächlich. Ihr habt alle Pilze gefunden. Also gut. Nehmt das Schild hier dafür. Mehr habe ich nicht.
More than I need. That's actually the only thing I wanted, but okay. Let's see, the shield is good. But, yeah. It'd be really good for me to use it. Armor class 65, very good resistance to ice magic. The thing is, I don't want to use it. So, yeah. Oh, not that good, no. The rings I have kind of suck. Not gonna lie. Ring of Dawn and Dusk, that one's very end game for this one. But most of the things I have suck. The red mask is cool though. We look like a demon now. With this t-shirt, I like this one more. The fur jacket is better. Just objectively better. But the red color scheme kinda, like matching. Feels nice. Okay, anything else we can do before we move on? Before we start the next map, we're gonna go to Skarvik. We're gonna talk about the Earthblade and all of that. But we need to actually go to back to Windholme anyway for a couple of things. Mainly because the portal to Grey Dusk Vale is over there, so that's a big reason why you'd want to do it. Man, it feels slow. Come on. Leg it. I want to see you put some effort into this. Very nice. There we go. Also, food production's picking up surprisingly. I don't know if it's just the amount of time that we've spent here, but we have gotten quite a few, well, nuggets of food in here. Very nice. Might as well do some of the upgrades. They're not necessary, but hey, while I'm here. Oh, let's make a druid as well, just to show you how it looks like. I'm saying that as if most people watching this don't have the clearest idea of how the druid would look like. But no, she looks like this. The fanciest model of all the elves. I like them. But okay, let's talk to you.
Was ist?
Habt ihr euren Feinstein?
Ja, gerade hat wieder Stein. Danke, Menschling, für Aufpassen. Ihr hochanständig. Ja. Hier, Krager hat ein kleines Stück aus Schatz genommen. Menschling soll haben als Dank.
See, good deeds get rewarded. What did we get? Ring of the Acolytes. You know, I'd bet money that it's a shite ring. Okay, no, it's actually a good... Okay. Never mind. Hello there. Ring of the Acolytes. We will do that. We'll use that one for sure. Maybe you can get this one. There we go. I'm happy that we helped him. You could still steal from him, but we're not gonna do that. So, with that, we are finished. Let's do a little save here. And yeah, next time, Grey Dusk Vale should be out in a couple of days after this one, obviously. Until then, let me know what you think in the comments. Discord, don't forget it, I'm watching you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.